introduced himself. Chapter 2. The Distance. Evan stayed where he was for a long time. His hands were still raised when the ache started in his shoulders. He hadn't realized how tense he was until his muscles began to burn. Slowly, carefully, he lowered them. The clearing felt different now, smaller, emptier, like something important had left and taken the air with it. He looked at the place where she had been standing. Nothing remained. No footprints he could see. No broken branches. No sign of her at all. Just mist. He let out a breath he didn't remember holding. "Okay," he muttered. His voice sounded strange out here too. Too loud. He sat back down against the fallen log, not because he was tired, because he didn't know what else to do. Every instinct told him to go after her, to call out, to explain, to say something, anything that might undo what had just happened. But another instinct was louder. If he followed, if he ran, if he appeared suddenly in front of her again, he would become exactly what she was afraid of. So he stayed. Minutes passed, then more. The forest slowly returned to life. Birds chirped somewhere high above. Leaves rustled. A branch cracked in the distance. Normal sounds, almost peaceful. Evan didn't feel peaceful. He felt misplaced, like he'd woken up in the wrong life. Eventually, he stood, not toward where she had gone, away from it. He moved slowly, scanning the ground as he walked, looking for anything, a trail, a fence, a sign, a road, nothing. The forest stretched endlessly in every direction. No matter where he turned, it looked the same. Tall trees, dark trunks, fog. It was like being trapped inside a picture that repeated itself forever. After a while, he noticed something. The ground changed. It wasn't obvious at first, just subtle. The soil became more compact, the leaves thinner, like people had walked here before. A path. Not a trail, not really. Just where? He followed it. It led him to a shallow stream. Clear water trickled over smooth stones. He knelt and cupped his hands, drinking. It was cold, clean, real. For the first time since waking up, something made sense. Someone had built this place, maintained it. This wasn't random wilderness, it was arranged. That thought made his stomach tighten. He straightened, listened. That's when he heard it. A sound that didn't belong. Not wind, not birds, not water. Something heavier, slower, a deep rustling, somewhere far off. He turned toward it. The sound stopped. Silence rushed in to fill the space. Evan stood very still, his heart beat faster. "Probably nothing," he whispered. But he didn't believe it. On the other side of the forest, she crouched behind a fallen tree and tried to breathe quietly. Her lungs burned, her legs shook, every muscle felt like it might fail her at any moment. She didn't move, didn't dare. She replayed the moment over and over in her head. The way he'd looked at her, the way he'd raised his hands, the way he'd said his name. Names were how people got close. Names were how people made things real. She didn't want this to be real. She wanted it to be something she could run away from, so she had. She peeked through the branches. Nothing. No movement. No man. No sound. Relief washed through her. Then guilt followed. She pushed it away. Survival came first. Feelings came later, if later ever happened. She moved again, slowly, carefully. Every step was measured, every branch avoided. She didn't want to be seen, didn't want to be heard, didn't want to exist to anyone but herself. Not out here, not like this. By the time the sun began to lower, both of them had learned the same truth. They were not alone. Neither knew it yet. But something in the forest was watching, and it was getting closer.